exclamation. Tulsi Gabbard has now hailed Trump's ceasefire deal, calling it a Herculean effort and saying that only Trump and Trump alone could have delivered peace. The entire world owes him gratitude. That's the announcement that has come in, or that's a tweet that has come in from Tulsi Gabbard. And here's what she goes on to say. Only President Trump could have achieved this historic ceasefire agreement that brings us closer to peace. It was a Herculean effort that deserves the thanks of all people of Israel, Iran, Middle East, America, the entire world. Congratulations and thank you, Donald Trump. Here's what she says. Interestingly, Tulsi Gabbard's assessment of the nuclear program of Iran had been cited time and again by those who wanted to criticize Donald Trump's actions against Iran. My colleague Rishabh is also joining us on the broadcast. Rishabh, so praises coming in for Donald Trump. Tulsi Gabbard interestingly also saying it was only Trump who could have ensured this peace. Trump himself, in fact, has gone on to call it the 12-day war, and he says that the ceasefire is going to continue forever. Is it going to continue being as peaceful as it sounds now? With Trump even saying, as Shinjay was pointing out, God bless Iran. He goes on to say hours after he said it was the bully of the Middle East.
Well, when it comes to Donald Trump, what he does, what he says is very unpredictable till he says it. First day we saw Donald Trump saying that we are not going to enter the war, we'll take 2 weeks to do it. Then we heard that, a clear warning coming in from Washington that we know where Khamenei is. Then came the time when, we saw that, MEGA, the Make Iran Great Again, the regime change talks were done, then attacks on nuclear sites were done, then suddenly there was peace, and now there is a ceasefire as well. And, calling it 12-day war, again, Donald Trump is trying to create a legacy for himself where, remember, this all famous 6-day war of 1960s is something that has been discussed, that is a part of history textbooks, and the world read about 6-day war. Donald Trump is trying to create this conflict into a similar put it in the similar pedal and make it, look like that it was him who stopped the war. As of now, both Iran and Israel have decided that things will, at least hinted, that they will move towards cessation of hostilities against each other. Looks like things will be done the way last night the strikes were carried out at the U.S. base in Qatar, and how, be it Qatar or US, they were pre-informed about that. It looked like a fixed match, but it actually, as our senior colleague Shinjay was also pointing out, that it actually gave all of them, be it Israel, be it US, be it Iran, something to tell to their people that they have achieved in this 12-day conflict, or the 12-day war as Donald Trump calls it. Now that everyone is hailing Donald Trump, it would be interesting to see how things unfold from here. Okay. He has been talking about that how he deserves a Nobel Prize for a lot of things, including stopping India-Pakistan war, which India definitely has contested. Now there is one more thing that Donald Trump will seek a Nobel Peace Prize for halting Iran-Israel war, the 12-day war that he's talking about.
Okay, so he may be seeking that Nobel Peace Prize, but what is going to be the reality on the ground will be important to see. But this endorsement from Tulsi Gabbard is also going to be important because he has also been facing a lot of criticism within the United States. In fact, after Donald Trump announced this ceasefire, the US Vice President J.D. Vance has also hailed Trump's efforts. Vance claimed that just a week ago, Iran was close to acquiring a nuclear weapon, but now he says that the threat is neutralized. According to him, the U.S. forces destroyed these key equipment, making it impossible for Iran to build a nuclear weapon.
The president, without, knock on